Hello everyone! Today I'll be commentating on this exciting chess match. I'll be playing as black, and my opponent has the white pieces. Get ready for a game full of strategic moves and intense moments. Let's jump right in. Alright, here we go.
White opens with the classic pawn to e4, a strong move controlling the center and allowing for quick piece development. In response, I'm countering with pawn to c5, entering the Sicilian defense. This is a dynamic choice, aiming for an unbalanced game right from the start. Let's see how White decides to proceed. We're off to an engaging start, with both sides asserting their influence on the board. The battle for control begins. A surprise move from White. They've just played queen to the h5, putting my king in a slightly uncomfortable position. I take a moment to assess the situation. Moving my knight could be an option, but wait, a change of plan. I opt for pawn to e6 instead. This move reinforces my center, creating a solid foundation for the upcoming moves. A quick change of strategy here. Flexibility is a key element in chess, and this move demonstrates that. Let's see how White responds to this shift. White takes a moment to consider their options, and they decide to play knight to the h3. This move brings the knight to the edge of the board, perhaps preparing for a future fianchetto. In response, I play knight to the f6, developing my own knight and preparing to castle. We're seeing a careful dance of knights here. Both sides are focusing on development, ensuring their pieces are ready for the battle ahead. Let's see how this position continues to evolve. White takes a considerable amount of time, perhaps contemplating their strategy, and eventually plays queen to e5. This move puts my king in check and also eyes the knight on f6. In response, I reinforce my position with knight to 6, defending my knight and adding another layer of protection to my position. A critical moment in the game. White has a direct threat, but my knight's relocation to c6 provides a solid defense. The dynamics of this match are evolving rapidly. After some consideration, White moves their queen to c3, a defensive move that also opens up possibilities for their queen to get back into the action. In response, I make a bold move with knight to f4, capturing the pawn on e4, and once again putting pressure on White's queen. A tactical exchange here. I've managed to secure a pawn while simultaneously challenging White's queen. This game is really heating up. White makes a strategic move, shifting their queen from c3 to f3, putting pressure on my knight at f4. It's a bold challenge. After a moment of contemplation, I respond with knight from a4 to g5, simultaneously challenging White's knight and queen. A dynamic move. By relocating my knight, I'm not only safeguarding it, but also applying pressure on White's pieces. The situation is becoming increasingly complex. White continues their aggressive play, moving their queen to 5, directly challenging my knight at g5. In response, I make a tactical move with knight to 3, capturing White's knight and creating an exchange. However, White counters swiftly with queen to e3, capturing my knight in return. A series of tactical maneuvers here. The board has transformed dramatically, with both sides making sacrifices and captures. This game is really heating up. After a flurry of exchanges, I opt for pawn to f5, opening up the center and aiming to establish a strong pawn presence. However, White responds with knight to c3, immediately challenging my pawn at d5. A crucial moment in the game. White is trying to regain control of the center while I aim to maintain my pawn structure. The battle for dominance continues. I seize the opportunity to advance my pawn, playing d5 to d4, directly challenging White's knight on c3. White swiftly responds by moving their knight to e2, defending their piece and preparing for potential future developments. A strategic exchange here. By pushing my pawn, I aim to exert more control over the center, while White seeks to maintain their position. Let's see how this change impacts the dynamics of the game. A pivotal moment in the game. I play a5, a powerful move that not only supports my d4 pawn, but also opens up space for my white bishop. This bishop is now eyeing the queen, presenting a serious threat. Let's see how White responds to this critical development. A critical error by White. They play n3 instead of moving their queen, and this allows me to capitalize on the opportunity. With my bishop, I capture White's queen, swinging the advantage firmly in my favor. A major turning point in the match. I've secured a significant material advantage. Now, let's see how I can press this advantage further. After a brilliant series of moves, my opponent decided to abandon the game. Let me walk you through how I managed to secure a victory with just my 3 main pieces, my 2 knights and bishop. A testament to the power of precise play and effective piece utilization. This game serves as a reminder that quality moves often outweigh sheer numbers. It was a pleasure to showcase this tactical victory for you all. I encourage you all to explore similar scenarios in your own games. Remember, it's not always about overwhelming force, but about smart, calculated moves that lead to victory. Thank you so much for joining me in this game. If you found this content enjoyable and insightful, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to me. Feel free to leave your thoughts and questions in the comments below. I'm always eager to hear from the chess community. Until next time, keep those boards set and keep those minds sharp. This is Mystic Voltage signing off. Take care.